All right, day 3 is done of PCC Nationals. So today was the first day that I actually shot the match. So let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about how today went. To say that I was a little jacked up on my first stage is an understatement. I shot really well on my first stage. I had a completely different stage plan than everyone else on the Super Squad, which is always a little nerve-wracking. I'm pretty confident in my stage planning. I don't really ever let someone else change my stage planning. But I was the second shooter and I was the only one running my stage plan. I am very happy with my stage plan. I shot only 2 Charlies or 3 Charlie, but I had a mic on a very easy tuxedo that was very close, but I just mistimed my exit and it cost me a mic and I didn't see it or I would have easily made it up. But again, I think I ended up 6th overall on that stage. So again, I shot very well on that stage. Now, obviously, that's on day 1. There's still other shooters to come in, so I could get my butt kicked on that stage. But I think I was 6th or 7th overall in the Super Squad. So happy with that performance on that stage. Go to stage 2, and or I guess our second stage, which would have been stage 3. Shoot 2 Charlies on that stage, or 3 Charlie on that stage as well. But I have a no shoot. Something happened with my rifle, whether I had a misfeed with the mag is what I think it was. And when the bolt fell forward, it threw my gun down a little bit, and I shot one right into the no shoot. But shot it really well. I was happy with it, just other than that stupid no shoot. Then I go into the next stage, win that very next stage, which was a big, massive stage. Shoot only 3 Charlies on that, so crushed that stage, felt good. Going to the 4th stage, I'm in the top 5 or whatever it is on those stages. So I'm just looking for consistency at this match. I'm not really looking to win stages. The guys I'm shooting against are very, very good. Obviously, I'm on the Super Squad, so obviously you're shooting against the best of the best. And I'm shooting very well. I'm extremely happy with how I shot today. A little frustrated with the penalties that I've had. I ended up with 3 mics today and a no shoot, or no, sorry, 2 mics and a no shoot today. And the second mic, I shoot a piece of steel, it doesn't go down, and I lose calibration. So it was 100% a hit, just below the pumpkin, full bullet diameter, and it doesn't fall over, but they calibrate it, it goes over. My fault at the end of the day, because I got out of control in that array. It was really sloppy in that array, and I just allowed myself to push too hard. And it's something that I've been very, very good about not allowing myself to do. And it killed me, just absolutely killed my score at that time. It was my very last stage of the day. The guys that I'm shooting against, Max and Josh, well, Josh hadn't shot yet, but Max just absolutely murdered that stage. So I was like, all right, I got to shoot it well, which I did. Other than when I got to that one position, I just started shooting like a maniac, and I let my vision just fall off. I just was shooting behind the gun the whole time. I could feel it. I just couldn't tell myself to stop doing it. So I ended up with a mic on that stage because of that. And I also lost a shit ton of time on that stage because of just mistakes, just standing in that spot, just working the gun just way more than it needed to be. And, it's a learning lesson. So I allowed myself to shoot faster than I can see the sights, something that I tell my students all the time. There's a reason I have 2 rules. Rule number 1 is sights. Rule number 2 is trigger. You cannot get to your trigger until you get to rule number 1. It's the 2 most important rules of what I teach, but they're the 2 easiest rules to break. So if you can stick to those rules, it really, which I did all day, it sure does make a difference in your shooting. So we just got done. We went out to eat. It is, I'm not sure, I think it's almost 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I am exhausted. Today was a very, very long day on the range, even though we didn't get there till 11 or 11:15. I warmed up today. I guess I'll go into how the day ended. I warmed up today, or started. I warmed up today, had a great warm up, felt really good. Went, shot, felt great about everything. Even with the penalties, I'm still not, really disappointed in how I shot. I shot well, but the last stage really set me back quite a few points. I was only 20 points down before I got into my last stage, and now I'm down 50 points. So I lost about 30 points on my last stage due to the mic and the time lost. Again, my fault, not the RO's fault. It's my fault. I'm the one that did it, and I just lost my mind and didn't shoot that last stage very well. So I went and finished the day. After that, kind of relaxed, kind of chilled out a little bit, just put my radio on and just kind of walked away from everything after everybody was done shooting. And I kind of went and walked some of the stages for tomorrow by myself. I made sure I wasn't around anybody. I just needed some time to kind of reflect on my match performance and try not to beat myself up too much about how I shot, because I really did shoot well today. I have 16 Charlies. I shot pretty well. But the problem is after the Charlies are the 2 mics and the no-shoot. So again, 16 Charlies. I shot really, really well today. The fundamentals are really good. I just had those 2, and I talk to my students about this all the time. It takes one bullet to make you think that you shot a terrible stage. And then you go back and you look at your stage and you're like, I have 2 Charlies and a mic. What? That's not a bad stage. It was just one bullet that got me. So walk the stages, felt good. I always walk the stages at nationals at the end of the day for the next day, always. And you absolutely should go do that, because it allows you to kind of lock back in those plans. And also it allows you to come in and re-walk the stage with a fresh mindset. You should always walk the stage with a fresh mindset and try to find things that you didn't see on your first stage plan. You shouldn't go in and just go, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You should go in and go, I watched this other guy do this today and it looked a little bit better. Let me look at it. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's not worth it. It's just what you have to go in with, an open mindset, and re-walk those stages again to make sure that you're fresh and ready for the next day. So tonight, going to get some early, go to bed early, probably be in bed by 9:30 at the latest. Luckily, the great thing about shooting here in Alabama is we can't shoot till 9 o'clock in the morning. So that means we don't have to get up super, super early to be there by 7 or 7:30. So that helps us a little bit as shooters. So we'll get up tomorrow in the morning. We'll probably get up around 6:30, to breakfast around 7, and then we'll end up heading over to the range, be to the range by 7:45. Unfortunately, the range closed tonight at 6. We finished a little bit earlier in Zone 1. Zone 2 shot a little bit later, which is where Craig and Christina and a bunch of my friends are shooting. They weren't able to walk their Zone 3, so we're going to get there a little bit early tomorrow for them to walk stages, and I'll just go down to 2 and walk mine. So that was day number 3, first day of shooting. All right, guys, if you have any questions, hit me up in those comments, and I'll see you on the range.